Hello guys, and welcome to the pre-order roundup for July of 2024. We are going to be looking at a bunch of different figures that's going to be getting pre-ordered for next year and potential ones that's going to be coming out later this year. So let's get right to it. So we are here on Ami on the pre-order page for Bishojo figures, and there's a few that we're going to talk about and see what is available for pre-order that I may be picking up, or maybe you might potentially be able to pick up too. Now, I'm not going to be going over every single figure because I feels like that video will be very, very long. However, if there's a figure that you specifically want me to talk about in a later video, then I will definitely do that. Leave it in the comments down below. All right, first up, we're gonna talk about these Palverse figures that's super cute and adorable. They have a Holo, a Makima, and a Power figure. They're very cute. They kind of look like chibi, like Nandroids, but not Nandroids. And they're made by Brush Road Creatives. They're gonna be about $18 or 2,000 yen, 2009. 970 yen. They're very cute. I don't know if I'm gonna get one myself, even though I am looking for a really good Makima figure, and I think this captures Makima very well. I like the dynamic of the pose, the expression, the base. It looks really cute, along with the Power one, where I also liked that one as well for this figure particularly, that you have her scythe, a nice little base, the pose, it has a nice good power expression. And you know, for $18, I don't see these being that bad to have on a shelf, you know? So I might pick those up, but we'll see. The next one I wanna kinda just mention, because I think it's cool that this is getting a rerun, is the Tamaki Katatsu 1/8 scale from Kotobukiya. Now, I already have this, and I did already do an unboxing of it. If you wanna check it out, in the cards in the right corner. But the other thing about this is that the fact that Fire Force is coming back with a season 3, this is getting a rerun. Hopefully, this means that we'll get even better figures in the future, even more figures, and this is going to be only $98, which is a really good price. So if you were looking to get this figure, it is now back, and it is at a very good price. Next one, another figure from Kotobukiya, is the My Little Pony Bishojo Pinkie Pie 1/7 scale. Is also getting a rerun. This will be coming out in early January of 2025, and it's going to be $110. And I'm definitely happy that they're redoing this, because I just unboxed my Applejack's Kotobukiya figure as well, and I love Pinkie Pie. She's my second favorite pony out of the main 6, and I wanted to I'm glad that they're doing a rerun, because I missed the original pre-order date for this, so I most likely am going to pick this up when it does come out. The next one, we have Maricel. This was one of the figures that was shown in Smellfest 2024, and this will be $27 or 4,320 yen, and it'll be made by Good Smell Company, and it looks really, really good. It kind of looks like a noodle topper, but I know it's not, and I do love figures that do sit, because you can have them hang off your shelves or put them in a nice, good, convenient way, or on your computer, or your desk or something. These are nice, convenient figures, and it is a simple Maricel figure where you just have her just holding her staff and looking all cheerful before she's forced to eat some disgusting dungeon food. But it helps her survive in the long run. Moving on to the second page. Not a lot of figures that I'm looking for to this page particularly, but there's a few notable ones, like this Rom and Ram 1/7 scale from Furyu, and it's the gothic version of them, and they have I'm pretty sure these figures are going to coexist together, but normally, as you can tell, I'm a Ren person mainly, but I do love a good Rom figure when they do present it well, and I really like the dynamic of this figure. And I do like that even the couch looks like they are supposed to be connected, and I really, really like the scope of this. I like the color. I think the way it looks and is presented is really well done, and I do like that they do have this leaning kind of feel like you're supposed to buy them together. However, you know, buying them together individually is $233, and they come out next year in March. I would love to see if they will do a set like together, if you buy them all together, how much that would be, because I feels like that would be better, because it's almost like they're intentionally made to be together. So if you only have one of them, this side here kind of looks a little off, but the overall sculpt of this figure looks beautiful. I love the colors, and the photo work is definitely drawing me to this figure. And I like that the base is sitting as this throne. I like that they both hold a rose of their individual colors, and it looks really, really good. I really like this figure a lot. The next figure we're going to look at real quick is going to be the Farron from Farron's Beyond Journey. It's the Magic of the N-Tide Glow 1/7 scale from Good Smile Company. This is another figure that was shown at Smilefest 2024. So I won't go too depth on the details of this because I talked about it in that video. However, beautiful figure. I love the dynamic. I like that it's flowing in the wind. The base is super dynamic of her looking beyond her journey. You got her suitcase, her holding her staff. It's a beautiful Farron figure. It's like probably the best ones they have, especially when it comes to her face. Her sculpt in that is really, really good. And it's 127 and coming out in June 2025. So it's a pretty good length away for you to pre-order and feel comfortable. Getting a brand new Kirisu Makase Reading Steiner 1/7 scale from Good Smile Company. And this looks phenomenal. If you love Steins Gate and Makase, I feels like this is probably the best figure that you could possibly ever buy. The fact that it has this nice, good look of Makase just in front of all these monitors, and then the base itself, it screams so much fun and, you know, creativity, that it has all these monitors and different time traveling monitors and has all the different numbers. Because, you know, if you know, watch Steins Gate, it deals with a lot of time. And I love that it has this like pose, like, you know, in the anime, and it just feels really good, and the sculpt of it looks really, really good, especially the hair, the face. It looks phenomenal. They did a beautiful job on this figure, and it shows. And the price itself actually matches the feel of this figure, being $225, and it comes out in June 2025. Now I would pre-order this, but I already got a lot coming out in June that I already pre-ordered, so I'm not going to be able to pre-order this right away. I don't know, maybe I might have to just bite the bullet and buy it. The next figure that we're going to talk about is a new Ryza figure coming from KT Model. It's a beautiful, gorgeous figure of her from Ryza 2, and it has her holding an apple, her sitting down, which I love sitting down figures. For some reason, it's one of my favorite poses. It's in one because they won't suffer from bleeding anytime soon. They're very dynamic and they look really good. I love that it looks like she's standing on a pier or a border, and she's sitting on a couple boxes while enjoying some good tasty apples because she loves some apples. And I just like that she's like staring off to the side. The hair sculpt is really good. The face sculpt is really good. You know, the finer details is really great, and you never can go wrong with a good Ryza figure. This one will be $216, and this comes out in May 2025, and I already pre-ordered it, so I am very excited for that. And then the last figure that we're going to look at on this page is, I actually skipped there, I didn't even pay attention, is this Sonoko from The Ring. You know, it's a new Basojo figure from Kotobukiya. It's $118 and it'll be coming out March of 2025, and it looks exactly how I would expect a Sadako figure to look. You know, Sadako became very popular in the anime field. Kotobukiya is really good at transforming more pop culture type figures like Edward Scissorhands or Freddy or Jason into these beautiful anime waifus that we want to set for, and they did a phenomenal job with Sadako. I love that her base is all these tapes and shredded tape strings on the base, and it looks amazing. It also goes up on her leg, and it looks like they hide the stem that goes into the base really well with the tape. And I even love that they have a little bit of a sensor with the tape in front, and then her leg also sensors. I'm sure once you have it in front of you, you can look at all the important bits if you choose to do so. But it's a very beautiful figure. I even like how they did the hair. The hair looks like it's very flowy, even if it's a haunted girl. And then you also have the eye peek just to see a little bit of shyness, but also kind of like she might kill you or not, you know, I don't know. But I love this figure. I may be picking this up because I really do love Sadako, even though I never watched The Ring because I'm not that good on horror movies. But I mean, you can never go wrong with a good Kotobukiya figure. I don't know if it's going to be coming with any different types of face plates, and it looks like you'll be able to shine the light and the colors will change in the particular lightness, because if that's the case, then that makes it even cooler, honestly. So that may be a pickup. I'm not going to pre-order it right away. Again, I think I have a lot coming in March and June, but we'll see how I feel by the time it gets closer to the day. On page 4, we have a few figures that I do want to talk about, being this beautiful Asuna figure. Now, I don't normally go after a lot of Asuna figures because it feels like I moved on from Sword Art Online, but every so often they'll make an Asuna figure that I do pay attention to, and this is Asuna from War Underworld, and it's a 1/7 scale, and it's her sitting down drinking some coffee with a nice good button-up shirt from Kirito's particular shirt, and I love it. And it looks really cute. It's a sitting down pose, which I do love. I do love the hair sculpt. The face is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. So that makes me not want to jump on it right away. This comes out in November 2024, but I do like the feel and dynamic of it. I love the base as a couch cushion or a cushion in general. And you just get to see the good stuff with her nice giant ass thighs. And then it's 107. So it's a pretty good price figure for at least right now. It's 17,000 yen. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to buy it right off the bat. Maybe I might try to see if I can get it in the aftermarket. The next one we gotta look at is 2B of a 1/7 scale from Proof. Again, I don't know who Proof is. I think they're newer, but regardless of the fact, this figure looks amazing. I mean, it's a 2B figure in a nutshell. However, I like that she's walking up this like stone step way, and I like how she has all these different dynamic things, from her sword, the giant sword. You got the robot in here that she just, you know, decapitated and destroyed. You got her little robot sidekick, and then you just have two different types of face plates. I love that it lets you just see a little bit up to the good assets that she has, as well as you can change her face plate from having the blindfold or having the regular one. So I'm assuming that you'll just be able to take it off. And it has a lot of dynamic, really good sculpt to it, and it looks really, really good. It looks really good. And for $148, it's not a bad price. But this comes out in December. Again, it comes in the month with Karen, and it's December being Christmas, so we'll see how I feel. But maybe this price will go down in the aftermarket after it goes on sale, because there is a lot of 2B figures, and for me, I want to buy just one good 2B figure, and I'm still shopping around to find out which one I want, because like I do love Nier Automata. I think it was a great game, but I feels like I'm very good at just having just one good 2B figure. I don't need a lot, because she's not one of my favorite all-time waifus, but I do appreciate 2B nonetheless. So maybe that might be the one, but only time will tell. The next one we're gonna look at is the High Elf from Goblin Slayer, and it looks really good. It's a 1/7 scale from Kodokawa, which I didn't even know they made figures. I know they produce anime, but I didn't know they made figures. And you know, this one looks really good. I like the sculpt, I like the pose, I love the feel of it. It looks like she's just shooting off a great arrow before all the bad stuff happens. And I like that it has this nice good length to it to show that she has this good like acrobatic skill. And I like that the base is a rock, like she's out in the wilderness, instead of being one of like a plain old base with like a black logo on it, just says Goblin Slayer. But regardless, I really do like this figure a lot. You don't really get to see a lot of figures of the high elf, because I think most of the time you only see the priestess or Goblin Slayer himself, or the hero goddess, or the cowgirl for obvious reasons. And I like that they're showing variety to other characters, and this looks really, really good. I really like this a lot. It's not the craziest figure, but I do like it. But for $154, this comes out in March 2025. Maybe the price may drop down by the time this do come out, and if so, I'll probably pick it up. Okay, the next one is another Kirisu Makase figure that is an LED light up feature 1/7 scale from Kodokawa. And again, I mean, I think I like the other one a little bit more from Good Smile, but this one also looks really, 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 really good. I love how you have Kirise just kind of chilling and relaxing in her nice, chill personality way, like on the monitors, but you have all these different like static images. I love that it has bonus features that it will light up in the dark. So if you have like an LED room, or if you have a lot of just things in general in your room, this will be a very good shining piece to it. And the bases, I love that a lot with the Kirisu bases, they have this dynamic look to it. And then just herself itself, just the sculpt is really good. I love the relaxedness in her, and I do love the hair. There is a second version of it with the non-light up version that is a little cheaper, and it's $177, but not much. I feels like if you was going to get any figure for Kirisu, I would say just get the light up version because it's way cooler. And I mean, yes, it's a little bit more dollars, but I feels like it's a way better. Next, we're going to talk about Chizuru from Hikori Matsume. I think that's how you say that. It's a 1/6 scale, and it's an angel white lingerie figure, and it looks really, really good. This comes out in December, and it looks like a really fabulous Chizuru figure. And it gets the sculpt really well. I like the base itself, that it's one of her room, or maybe trying out new clothes, or about to get a shower, it looks like. And I like the dynamic of it. I do like that you can even turn it around if you wanted to see all the other beautiful assets that she has. And I like that it comes with a lot of different like bathroom products, like, you know, a towel, a basket that her clothes is kind of hanging out of, and it just looks really good. I even like that they have a little like light switch, but the sculpt is really good. They get everything else right. And the face is pretty decent. From afar, I'm sure this will be a fabulous figure in your Rent-A-Girlfriend collection, or just your figure collection in general. And I like the idea of it. I like that even includes a little bit of a key art, chibi art of the figure. You can get the one without it. It's $153, and it's gonna be coming out in December. So if I was going to get any Chizuru figure, I think the one of the manga figure, the manga cover, this one, the 1/7 scale of Chizuru of the actual manga cover, is the best looking Chizuru figure on the market in my opinion. So I'm probably going to be going after this one. I love the dynamic of this. I like the sculpt. I like that it's a match of the actual key art off of the manga cover, and it looks really, really good. I hope that they do the other characters from the manga page as well, because that would be really nice. I think since we're just here and we're talking about Chizuru anyway, we might as well talk about this one as well. Is the swimsuit version 1/7 scale from Amakuni. It's going to be $124, and it's coming out early January of 2025, and it looks really, really good. I love this face sculpt. It looks almost exactly like the anime, and I love the hair sculpt. I love that it's coming down in a different types of way and strands, and it looks like she's standing at the pool and the wind is blowing her hair in a very dynamic way. I love the bathing suit. It definitely matches Chizuru's vibe as well, and it just really, really looks good. It looks really good. I know for a fact if I start buying Rent-A-Girlfriend figures, I'm not going to stop. So I haven't bite the bullet yet, but I feels like this is going to be the one that breaks the camel's back when I do decided to buy that. Cammy Light from Street Fighter 6. It's a, I don't even know what scale it is, but I'm assuming it's like a 1/7 or 1/8 scale. It's $138 and it's coming out in early January 2025, and I love it. I love it. I love the base that it looks like it's in the UK. I love the sculpt of it. You got those sexy ass that she has, and it's sculpted really well. I like that her jacket strings flows down almost like a dynamic of her original hair from her base outfit when she had her twin tails. And I like that she's on the phone. I think the only added addition to this figure that could have been added was a little cat that's just like chilling here, because she knows she loves cats, and I think that would have been a nice good like call out for Cammy herself. But either way, I really do like this figure. I think it's been a long time since we had a really good Cammy figure. Now, the only issue is the face is a little off, just by a tad. I really do not like the face, but they did get the scar. Even though it's kind of covered up, they do have her scar here. The hair sculpt also is not the best. But if the price drops, I may decide to get it. The next figure that I talked about in SmileFest 2024 that I already pre-ordered is the Reppy swimsuit version of the 1/7 scale figure from Good Smile Company, and it looks so good. It's a visual match to one from her key art from the game, and it looks really good. Speaking of that, the swimsuit summer event is actually out right now, and you can't buy this again or get it this year around, which sucks. I missed it last year, and I guess I'm going to miss it this year too. It's only going to be $105.61, and it's coming out in May 2025. I already pre-ordered it. I talked about it a lot in SmileFest, my SmileFest video, but this figure looks so good. I want to buy every single God's Victory figure. So far, I'm doing a pretty good job of pre-ordering them all. My wallet's not happy about it, but I am very excited about it nonetheless when they do release. This new Rem figure from Kadokawa that comes out in October 2024, and it's a 1/7 scale of a tea party version, and it looks so good. I mean, I love how she's holding this tray of cookies. It's a nice, beautiful sculpt face of Rem, and in her hair, it has a nice, good dynamic pose where she's kind of like leaning a little bit forward as she's walking, and it has some of the best like maid dress. I don't know why I said cape. Dress sculpt I have ever seen on a Rem figure in a long time. And the back penguin flaps that she has is also really good. I love that it's not a one-legged figure. In a way, it kind of is, but it's not. She's lifting her feet as she's walking, so I like that it's moving. The only thing I don't like is that it's a plain white base. If this had if she was walking on the grass or a stone wall, if they're outside or something, that would have been really cool. But there's no reason why you couldn't just put like a grass texture on the base to make it dynamic, because that would be pretty cool. I might end up actually doing that. But it's $107.18, and it's coming out in October 2024. I may pre-order this. I haven't pre-ordered just yet, because I got a couple of Goddess of Victory figures coming out and a couple other things, but I don't know if I want to draw. I probably do. I might do it, but we'll see. But I really wanted to draw attention to it because I really like it. I love the sculpt of it, especially of the maid dress herself. And I mean, it's Rem, so I mean, it's hard for me not to buy it, but it looks really good. And the last one I want to pay attention to is this Yurikan Ren Shima 1/7 scale from Furyu, and I love it that it's on her little motor scooter, and she has her dog companion, and it looks really cute. It's a simple figure, but sometimes when it's simple, it works a lot, and I really like the dynamic of this. I've been recently getting into Yurikan, and I really love the vibe of it. I just like how it's just a simple slice of life of just going camping. And I'm not even a person that likes camping. I don't like really going outdoors, like in that camping setting. I'm not really that big of a fan of it, but Yuri Camp makes it look fun and enjoyable. And for $207, I don't know if it's like $200 worthy. I feels like this is either like $100 or maybe 130 in my opinion. However, it is a beautiful figure and I like the idea of it. I like that she's even on a road and you have the grass over here, so the base is a little bit dynamic. I feels like the fact that it could have been a boring base, but they put this grass here so it looks like a road. So that's really cool. I like that they added that. And you got the little pupper, so like it makes it like 10 times better. So this comes out in April 2025, so maybe by the time this comes out the price may drop down, and then if it does, I will probably pick it up. And that is all the figures that we're going to be covering for this month for pre-orders. And I think we have a lot of great figures coming up, and there's more figures that's been added every day. Again, I didn't cover every figure, so I do apologize. I didn't want to make this video too long, but if there's a figure that you would like me to talk about, or there's a figure that you're going to be getting, let me know down in the comments down below, because I would love to hear what you say. Also, if you want to talk about more figure stuff, join my Discord. The link is in the description down below, and we can talk about more figures as things come out whenever you want, because I'm always in my Discord. But regardless of the fact, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you guys in the next video next time. Bye me.